Hello, Gemini. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot. I hope this reading finds you happy, well, living in an attitude of gratitude and unconditional love. So this is your general energy reading for October 2020. Excuse me. My goodness, I had a hiccup. 2023. And what I feel for you, Geminis, are there's going to be some ups and downs. And I know there's always ups and downs, but this really feels like a roller coaster ride for the month of October. Indecisions, trying to figure out what the heart wants, what the head wants, trying to figure out what you should do, what spirit wants you to do. There's a lot of back and forth, push and pull, up and down. So let's see what the Energy Oracle has to say about it all. So here we go. Gemini. Gemini. All right. So we have contract. We have yin and yang. Okay. And we have adjacent possibilities. So the adjacent possibilities card is all about just recognizing that there are other opportunities around you, and how do you balance these opportunities, and having blind faith in yourself and spirit and the digital system, the contractual agreements, and that may be a little bit of where the push and pull is coming from. So there is this perhaps maybe an opportunity that has been offered to you to where you have to sign some sort of a contract, and you kind of maybe don't want to feel obligated to do anything. So even though you want to be aggressive, you also, even though you want to take action, you also don't want to do anything that's going to compromise your forward movement. And even though you want to think logically about it, this may be the time not to so much think logically about it, but to use your intuition. And as far as signing any contracts, this is a good time to also use your intuition and speak to those who are who perhaps maybe have knowledge about contractual agreements, and make sure that you are that you and whomever you're signing this contract with are even on even playing fields, as opposed to you being blindsided by something that you just didn't read, like the fine print at the bottom, or the fine print on the fifth page, the back of the fifth page. You know how contracts work. There's always some sly shit that they put in these contractual agreements, and then when you're trying to get out of it, or when a new fee arises, oh, on the fifth page, on the back, the bottom left-hand corner, it says. So if there's any contractual agreement that is to be signed in the month of October, make sure that you are having lawyers look at it, or friends look at it, or someone else read it over. Again, this is wanting to take action, but also being very passive as well, being very cautious and curious. And you may want to think logically, but this is also about using your intuition as well, and recognizing that there are other opportunities around. This isn't the only one. There's many opportunities and many possibilities that you have at your disposal. Don't go off half-cocked wanting to sign the agreements or sign on the dotted line of the first one that comes along, because the first one that comes along may not be the best one for you. It could be the third or the fourth or the fifth. So make sure that you are not stepping into the first offer that is being presented to you. Shop around. You may find something better. You may find other opportunities or possibilities that are better for you and what you are looking for. So let's see what the tarot has to say. I'm also having this little thing with my throat, and I just kind of want to say, use your voice, right? If somebody if you're going over this contractual agreement with whomever the person is you're getting into the contractual agreement with, or the contract with, make sure that you're speaking up. Make sure if they say something and you're not in agreement with it, you say, I'm not in agreement with that. That is not what we agreed on to begin with. That is not the conversation we had to to start with. Because the only way that you're going to get your fair share, the only way that this is going to come out as a balanced agreement or a balanced situation is if you speak your truth and you have faith in the truth that you speak. Let me get some water. Because regardless of what these other people or this other person tells you, they may tell you that they have your best interest at heart, but sometimes that's not exactly how they play the game. So be very careful when playing the game. Let's move these over a little bit. I'm sorry about the lighting. I try to use natural light, but then I have to use a lamp. And then clouds are rolling in, so this may come in and out of focus a few times. And I need to get a really good lamp. All right, here we go with the Everyday Witch Tarot. All right, so we have, so you're very protective over something here, so much so that it's almost as if you're cutting off the energy of the other opportunities or possibilities to come, right? There's a sense of this is it, and this is it. This is the contract that I have to go with because no other contracts have come in. And so now there's this sense of feeling very protective. And when you're very protective, like the Four of Pentacles, you're cutting off the energy. So it's time to, first of all, I want to say let go of any preconceived notions that you may have. Let go of the feeling of being overly protective, because if you're feeling that overly protective due to the signing of a contract, then perhaps this is not for you. Perhaps it's time to look elsewhere, right? If you're going into a contractual agreement with people who you don't trust, that's a bad idea. Move on, step away, and move in a completely different direction. Use your intuition here, and think logically here. If someone came to you, a friend, a relative, a significant other, a daughter, or a son, or whomever, and they said to you, I'm signing a contract for a new job, but I don't really trust the people I'm going into business with or I'm working for. What would be your first reaction? And there you go. Yeah, you kind of feel like this is just a complete battle. Even though it's supposed to be something fun, even though it's supposed to be something exciting, even though this partnership is supposed to be something fun and exciting, it's been something that you feel has just taken all of the energy out of you. That Nine of Wands is just feeling as if you exhausted all avenues on trying to work with this person or these people. You've agreed to the contractual agreement. You've agreed to do this. You've agreed to do that. You've become overly protective now. And now it just seems like everything that you do, all of the passion that you've put into it, all of the conversations that have been had, all the agreements that have been agreed to, it seems like it's all for naught, because now we're not only in protection mode, now we feel drained, now we're tired and exhausted. This partnership is not worth what it is that you're putting into it, because you will not be getting the same energy out of them. You won't be doing that. They're not over there protecting theirs, because they know that whatever it is that they put in this contract protects them. They're not feeling overly exhausted or tired and worn out. They're not fighting for what they want because they already have it, right? So I would recommend that instead of signing this contract and getting into business with these people, I want to say this too, instead of marrying this person or getting into any type of relationship, be it business or signing of a marriage certificate or getting married or whatever the case may be, I think that you should take a step back and look elsewhere, because this isn't how you want to start off anything. If it's a business agreement, it's not how you want to start off a business agreement. If it's a business partnership, it's not how you're going to want to start off a business partnership. If it's a romantic relationship, such as a marriage or an engagement, this isn't how you want to start it off. Being overly protective and worn out, my God, you ain't even... you're putting in all the work and worrying about the money. You're worrying about the money. You're putting in all the work. You're protecting what you have made for yourself, and it just doesn't really seem like this is worth the hassle. This partnership, this relationship, it really doesn't seem like it is worth, it's not worth it. The other opportunities and possibilities that you have are worth it. Spirit is giving you an opportunity here to release your creativity, to release your passion. What makes you happy? What ignites a passion within you? There are many opportunities for you to do that. Many opportunities for you to do that with the Ace of Wands energy that don't require this energy, right? That don't require you to constantly shut yourself off, protect yourself, and wear yourself out. This is not good. This is where you want to be. This is what you want to do. Go search it. Don't take the first thing that comes along. Go searching for those other opportunities that make you happy, that ignite that passion within you, be it music, art, travel, journaling, writing about whatever the case may be. Go and do that and leave this. This is no good. Gemini, you got to get away from that energy. You got to start cutting cords. And that's what the Death card is. The Death card is you cutting cords. You getting away from the people that are making you feel that you constantly have to protect yourself and fight. Protect and fight, protect and fight, protect and fight. No, no. The cat is down here weeding out those rats. You were up here cutting all those cords. And the more cords you cut, the more opportunities are presented to you. You really must get out of this contractual agreement. You must really get out of whatever this partnership or relationship is, because it is not for you. See, you can have whatever you want, and you have the ability to create that. This partnership or relationship doesn't give you that freedom. It doesn't allow you to do that, right? So let's think logically here. There are people in your life who are trying to sabotage your power and your happiness. What do you do? What do you do? We're going to put this to the side because it slid out. So there is a money-making opportunity here. That's that adjacent opportunity and possibility. Adjacent opportunity and possibility, something that ignites your passion. It has the potential of bringing financial opportunity to you and growth, but it's going to take a while. So the Knight of Pentacles is that being grounded, being patient, growth, and having the tools to do this. But it's going to take a minute, right? Because you're moving from one energy to a completely different energy. We have the Knight of Swords, and that wants to go really fast. But the Knight of Swords is a card of it's drama. I mean, look at the picture. The picture is chaos. You have this young person who has these thoughts of really just pushing and going through anything and everything to get what they want. The sword is out in front, so the sword itself is just in a very dangerous position. And he's taking out anyone in his way. And even though that may be, you know, logically speaking, it may be something that when you think about, well, I'm not going to take this shit and I'm just going to go forward and kick anybody's ass that's in my way. When you say it like that, it sounds good. But realistically, words hurt, and so do swords. And if you are even thinking about attempting to move forward without thinking of the feelings of others, this is going to cause a lot of drama, right? So just be patient and allow things to come naturally instead of forcing things to come and causing a lot of heartbreak and heartache and a lot of unnecessary drama. So you can do this the hard way, or you can do it the easy way. The hard way would be pushing through this and being very vocal about how you feel, and then moving forward with this disregard to other people's feelings, because yes, there were disregards to your feelings, but does you doing it to them make what they did, is it a justification, right? So we know what they did to you, right? We know that they put you in this position of maybe trying to cheat you or steal from you, or they had you overly protective and fighting for something that they knew was never going to happen, or perhaps it was going to happen, but it was for their own benefit, not for yours. So is trying to counteract that with just moving forward through them and verbally saying what you have to say that could cause drama, and then just mowing everybody down, figuratively speaking, which can also cause a lot of drama. So do you want to waste your time in all that drama, or do you want to go in a direction that benefits you? Do you want to take the time to manifest your wants, needs, dreams, and desires, and not get involved in all that drama? Because all that drama is going to do is cause people to want to retaliate back. And then it's this whole scenario of being imbalanced and throwing you off course and distracting you. And if drama attracts drama, then we have this whole cascade of shit. So if you want the life of happily ever after, you're going to have to take control, but in a way that is, a lot of people think chaos is power. A lot of people think standing up on your soapbox and telling people to go fuck themselves and spilling everybody's secrets and bowling people over is power, right? A lot of people think that's power. Some people think power is doing and creating something that other people said that you'd never be able to create or do, and then showing them that you can. And which one is the true power, right? The other one, verbally speaking, all of this, that, and the third, when you get into altercations with people and it's debates and arguments and all of that, that is initially giving someone else the power over you, because now they know what trips your trigger. Now they know what sets you off. And now they can do that at any point in time. And that leaves you very vulnerable. By doing it the Queen of Swords way, by sitting in your power and creating a life for yourself, by manifestation, by visualization, by writing it in, by moving in a direction that is conducive to your happiness and growth, by connecting with spirit and source, by allowing your dreams to come to reality without the negative aspects of it, right? Because when you put the negative aspects in it, it's going to take a whole lot longer than if you were to do it way of spirit, source, visualization, manifestation, security, opportunity, possibilities. So if you want that happily ever after, you can get it the easy way, or you can get it the hard way. The Queen of Swords is all about taking control, not in a negative, verbally bash you, cause drama in your life and in my life way, but she's very secure with herself spiritually. She's very sure of herself emotionally and mentally, spiritually and physically. So she doesn't have to go through the bullshit to create what she desires to create. All she has to do is create it. All she has to do is cut the cords of those people in her life that have the potential of causing more drama than she wants to deal with. She doesn't have to do that. She doesn't have to give her power to anyone. She doesn't have to struggle and be overly protective. All she has to do is make the decision to look at things from a different perspective, make the decision to look at things from a different angle, a different point of view, look at those other possibilities and opportunities, have the patience that it takes to step into those, and not allow anyone to throw her off her game. Cut the cords of those who desire to do that. Cut the cords of the people who want to ensue drama and chaos in your life. Cut the cords of the people. If you feel the urge or the need to tell somebody to go bleep, 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 dot, 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 bleep, 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 then perhaps these are the people that you need to cut out of your life, as opposed to continually giving them any more of your energy. Again, we talked about taking action and being passive. We talked about thinking logically or using your intuition. These are the decisions that you'll be making in the month of October, and this is going to be a push and pull for you, because you have that personality to be very grr, but you also have that personality to be very logical. Logically speaking, what would I do? Logically speaking, if I felt that I had to protect myself and struggle in order for this relationship to work or for this partnership to work, I would realistically and logically think that perhaps maybe someone is trying to sabotage me, or someone is trying to use me, or someone is trying to manipulate me. So I would look at this situation from a different perspective and say, what other options do I have? And go toward those other opportunities and possibilities, instead of signing the contracts or having faith in the people who have already presented themselves to be a burden or an asshole. So I really think that you have the power here to create the life that you desire to create for yourself. And you have the power to step into these other opportunities and possibilities that really are more along the lines of what you're passionate about, right? And only you can make the decision on what direction you take this. Only you. Setting up boundaries. That's important. Making the commitment to step out of this and not allowing people to manipulate you or deceive you or hurt you, and healing. So there is definitely some releasing and letting go. There's definitely some weeding out the rats and cutting cords. There's definitely some putting up boundaries, connecting to spirit source, healing, and making a commitment to do what's best for you. You may want this, but you're not going to get it here. Not with this person. No way. No way. Not with this person and not with these people. Trust. Change me, divine beloved, into one who wants what you want for me. Let me trust that my needs will always be met in the highest way when I allow you to guide me. And that's exactly what Spirit is doing here, showing you the other opportunities or possibilities that you have and presenting them to you. If you're asking Spirit to change you into one who wants what Spirit wants for you, then Spirit wants you to trust that the way they send you and what they're showing you is correct. Right? So when you're in that position, or when you're in that thought process of needing to protect yourself, of needing to protect yourself, and it constantly being a struggle, Spirit is saying, this is happening for a purpose. This is happening for a reason. And I need you to trust me. I need you to trust that the way that I am guiding you with these other opportunities and possibilities is the right way. Because the way that it's working out is not. We have boundaries again. Change me, divine beloved, into one who easily sets boundaries whenever needed. May I feel entitled to say no to any situation that feels bad or wrong. Fill me with divine confidence. Fill me with divine confidence. Speak through me. So Gemini, I hope that this helps. Thank you so very much for allowing me to do this reading for you for the month of October. Please be careful and don't let anybody manipulate you or seduce you into something that you're not ready to do. And if they are trying way too hard and being overly protective or being something who they are not, or who they were not when you first started signing these contracts or getting together or whatever, take that as a red flag, red flag, red flag. And then start setting up some boundaries and trusting that spirit, whatever spirit is guiding you toward, is what is best for you. I hope that helps. Until next time.